Hi, this is week 4 of Hot Off the Grill. Hot Off the Grill is a video version of our weekly newsletter. Normally Stephanie Davenport is sitting to my right, but today we're having a substitute, Evan Fassler. Evan Fassler has a similar position here in the communications department. He's just one rung down. Evan's got a number of items to talk about, and we've made some progress. And so Evan's going to talk about that. First up, let's talk about tourism. Evan?
Hey, nice to meet you guys. So as you know, Washington State is the only state that does not invest in tourism.
It was defunded a number of years ago, the first of the 50 states to have it defunded, and the only one that is still defunded. We've talked about that to a degree over the weeks, and so what's new on that front?
Yeah, so as we like to say, the vehicle is still in motion for tourism. Although the bill might not be moving forward right now, there's still a chance that tourism might get funded this legislative session. We're going to keep an eye on that, and we should know more by February 17th after we figure out the budget forecast.
All right, now so I'm gonna switch tracks, and it's probably not the best order to put things in to follow tourism, but we are part of the Lodging Association, is part of the Restaurant Association as we merge, and human trafficking is really it's a vital issue that doesn't get a whole lot of attention, but we're giving it attention. Tell us about that.
This is a very sad issue that all industries should be concerned about. Senator Padden proposed a human trafficking bill that would require all employers to educate their employees on human trafficking. We are very happy to back this bill, but we are also very happy that it was turned into a task force to basically get the education correct and have an education program before this bill is enacted. So we look forward to keep working with Senator Padden on this bill.
Yeah, and it's a huge issue. It's nothing we could even scratch the surface of or do it justice here in this broadcast. We urge you to jump onto our website, and where we're going to give you all the information that we possibly can. Let's jump over to minimum wage. It's been a hot topic for years,
yes.
And we've got a new stance, and we've got a new direction, and it sounds like we're getting traction as well.
Yeah. So as you know, an initiative was filed for a $13.50 minimum wage increase. That's going to be on the ballot, assuming that they get the proper signatures. They're going to shoot for about 300,000. This definitely spurred the legislature to act on their own as well, to try and give an alternative to the $13.50 increase.
And the alternative is?
It's $12 over a 4-year phased-in increase, which would also allow paid leave as well.
And that's 1 hour for every 40 worked?
Correct,
okay.
Yes. And this bill, backed by the WRA and WLA, might not be moving forward, but what we say is the vehicle is still in motion. Thanks to Senator Baumgardner, the preemption is still in place, and we're going to keep monitoring this. And thanks to Senator Baumgardner, it's still alive, and we look forward to coming to a legislative compromise because, as you know, city by city is something that is very difficult for a lot of businesses to deal with.
Yeah, the preemption that you spoke of, I'd like to talk about that for a brief moment. That's one of the reasons that it's high on our priorities is with this bill, and correct me if I'm wrong, with this bill, that means if we vote this into state law, it'll keep up with RPI, and it will preempt other districts from initiating their own minimum wage.
That is correct.
Right, but how does that affect Seattle, Tacoma, SeaTac?
So they would be grandfathered in, but it would preempt any other local municipalities from increasing their minimum wage, so they go along with the state wage.
Okay, great. That's a good answer. Let's talk about music licensing.
Yeah, so music licensing, this is a bill that is in importance to both hoteliers and restaurateurs. This is basically a bill that protects these establishments from being able to play music at their establishment, and it also provides education on the best way to do that in order to comply with music licensing.
Okay. Anything new about that, or is we're just sticking with an overview this week?
We're going to keep monitoring that bill, and it's still live.
All right, so this hit the airwaves recently on Cairo 7. It's about zappers.
Correct.
It's a program that is used to essentially bypass taxes.
Correct.
So Tell us what you can about that, Evan, and bear in mind this is an emerging story, and so we're waiting for the entire story to come out.
So they are called automated sales suppression devices. I'm not going to get too into detail on it, but Cairo 7 released a news report about it. We're not exactly sure about the numbers that they proposed, and we're taking the report very seriously because these are serious allegations. But we basically have a response to that, and you can check out our website and learn more about it.
Yeah, and we've, to my knowledge, we have cooperated fully with the DOR in providing proper context for its use in our industry. Now, we have a new government affairs text alerts.
Yeah, so this is an exciting new system that we set up. It's basically, obviously you don't want to be getting text messages all the time, but these are for very serious situations that have issues that need to be dealt with right away.
Action alerts.
Yes, correct. And if you would like to be signed up for our action alerts, which I suggest you do, you basically text action alert in all capital letters to 95577, and you'll be signed up with our team.
Can you give us those digits one last time?
It's 95577.
Thank you. Now, a couple last topics. Gender pay.
Gender pay equity, yeah. So like you said, I'm one rung down on the ladder, so I'm actually the local guy. So don't be upset, but I'm actually going to read off a little bit on this issue because it was literally hot off the grill. It's definitely brand new. So basically, there was 2 bills passed in the House. One would enhance enforcement of the Equal Pay Act to protect worker communication about wages and employment opportunities, and another one would amend and enhance the Washington law against discrimination to require employers to provide accommodations in the workplace for pregnancy, childbirth, and health conditions. Your GA team is going to continue to monitor this and let you guys know what the status of the bill is.
Great. I've never seen anyone read alphabet soup as well as you, Evan.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Final topic is liquor.
Okay, yeah, so also another pressing topic. Everyone loves liquor, so I'm also going to read off on this. So basically, the Liquor Control Board adopted some rules that prohibited our industry from our ability to negotiate price and delivery terms with the distributors. Voters passed a new law that repeals uniform pricing and the Liquor Control Board's ability to set prices. Despite this change, the Liquor Control Board adopted an awkward pricing system that basically favors some stakeholders over others, and that left the hospitality industry at a disadvantage. So basically, we filed a lawsuit that challenged the Liquor Control Board's rules. The distributors agreed with the Liquor Control Board's rules, with the exception that they would like the opportunity to price spirits just like they can with wine. The distributors introduced a bill this session, conveniently leaving out our industry's position on the topic. This bill would not lower prices between on-premise licensees and off-premise licensees, and would give the Liquor Control Board rulemaking authority to determine what they think is a reasonable price. So basically, that would invalidate our lawsuit that the WRA and the WLA has filed. So that's the update on this.
All right. Thank you, Evan. Nice job on your first broadcast.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.